Hey ladies, it's Michelle again with Kissable Lasting Lips, and I'm so excited to do a little ShadowSense tutorial for you today. I've been getting lots of requests to show how I get them blended and where I put them, and I had good intentions of making a super professional video, and then I remembered, hey, I have 4 kids. Well, 3 kids, 1 on the way. 7.5 months pregnant here. So we're just gonna be real and we're gonna do it live so you can see exactly what I do. It's really pretty easy. You're gonna need 2 shadows. We're gonna use Garnet and Sandstone Pearl Shimmer today because I've gotten a lot of requests to show this. It reconnected, hopefully it's working now. But you can really use any combo that you want. And then the key thing is to have decent brushes. That's really gonna go a long way with your blending. So these are both from the same set of Real Techniques brushes. We're using the Deluxe Crease brush and the base shadow brush. So these are kind of my go-to everyday brushes for doing a duo eyeshadow. So we're gonna start with the Garnet. I always like to start with the darker color. There's a million ways to do eyeshadow, none of them are wrong, but I feel like this kind of has the least room for error. And then I like to start off with a little bit because it's easier to add more than it is to take away when you're working with the darker colors. And I just put a little bit right there in the corner of my eye. And then you can take your brush and I start blending it in first and then kind of up in that crease. And this is the bigger brush of the 2, the Deluxe Crease brush. And I just kind of go all the way in here and blend it across the eye a little bit and in, not all the way into the corner. And you do kind of want to keep like, I don't know how to show it, like this pie shape area. You don't want your dark color to be in this kind of triangle area because that's just gonna make you look like you have raccoon eyes. So try to keep it kind of in this pie shaped area, if that makes sense. So, and again, you just kind of blend it in. I think taking a second to really blend it really helps with the look of it. And one thing that I think people get hung up with on eyeshadow is it'll look a little bit funny until you get your mascara on and your liner on because it just kind of polishes off the look. In the beginning, it's gonna kind of feel like you're just giving yourself a black eye or something, but it works out in the end. So I would say just not being afraid of that is one of the keys to being able to get your shadow blended well and looking good, because it's gonna look a little bit weird until it's all completely put together. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And again, I just kind of blend it. I usually blend it across the eye a little bit first so it's not so dark up into the crease, and then go back up into the crease. So really easy. And let's see, oh yeah, these brushes are really great. So that's about all you need to do for your crease color. And then I like to use, the reason I like to use the lighter color in the end is because sometimes you can tone down what you've done with your crease color. It's just easier to soften things that way than starting with your lighter color and going darker. So this is the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer, and I'm just gonna put it all the way into the inside corner and kind of swipe it halfway out. This is a really, really light color, so I like to apply kind of a lot of it. Not too much because you don't want it to be thick, but we're gonna blend it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and do both eyes at once. When you're just starting, you might wanna stick with one eye at a time, but since ShadowSense is made to set and not move once it's set. One thing that's nice, if you kind of like your shimmers to be a little extra shimmery, you might wanna wait just a second before you start blending them out to get that little extra shimmer, or you can go over it again if you feel like you do it the first time and you don't get enough. Okay, so we've got the Garnet on the outside already. We just put the Sandstone Pearl Shimmer on just straight from the applicator, kind of halfway through the eyelid, and we're gonna use that smaller brush, which is called the Base Shadow Brush by Real Techniques. And I like to dabbing motions on the shimmers really work well, rather than like rubbing it all around. And then I kind of just gently dab it out until it blends with a little bit of the Garnet. You can take it out as far as you want. I usually stop before I get to my crease. but it's up to you. But these brushes really do make it easy to blend. You can find them, I've seen them a lot of times lately at TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Ross even, in packs. Normally I think it's $20 for a pack of 4 different brushes, but you can get them for like $9 if you can find them at one of those places. So that's kind of what I do. I like to keep it nice and bright on the inner corners to kind of bring things out. But again, you can see this is the finished eyeshadow look that you'll see in my photos, but it doesn't feel complete because my liner and everything else is not on. So when you're doing this at home and you feel like you're not doing it right, just remember that wait until you get everything done. So today we're gonna do the ShadowSense shimmers, those limited edition ones, the Starry Sky, as the liner. These are waterproof and I've really been loving them. They've got glitter in them. Got a black, a brown, and a blue. But I feel like it's really wearable. Like it's not super obvious that there's tons of glitter in it unless you're up really, really close. So I've been wearing mine every day and loving it. We'll just do liner on the top today to be fast, and then we'll throw on some mascara to kind of finish this off. But ShadowSense is really easy to work with. Again, it's anti-aging skincare in every tube of it. So, I mean, that's nice because our eyes are one of the things especially that tend to show age faster than the rest of our face with wrinkles and whatnot. So to have that anti-aging in there to try to keep everything firm and tight and nice is great. Okay, so there's that. I'm just gonna throw on this random mascara that's sitting here and I'll be done. So sometimes I'll do 3 colors. When I do that, you can put a color all over your lid, do the corner, and then sometimes I'll dust it with like Sandstone Pearl Shimmer or Pink Opal Shimmer or something in the middle, or Silver Shimmer even, to kind of highlight the center of the eye. But I would use those same brushes. I have a few different sets of those brushes because I like them so much. But super easy, and then that's not gonna move all day, which is my favorite part. And since I recently traveled, I loved that I could travel with my ShadowSense and I didn't have to worry about it cracking. I always used to break shadows every time I would travel, and so that's one of my favorite things about ShadowSense is it won't break like a regular compact. So you can see once you get the mascara and liner on, it just sort of pulls the whole look together. And you've got a nice deep shadow in your crease and a really nice highlight there in your inner eye. So it's all about the blending and the placement. But yeah, I think adding your lighter color on the inside corner after you do your crease is one of the easiest ways to kind of make it foolproof so that you won't mess up. If you do end up feeling like you get too dark, you can just bring your lighter color over your darker color a little bit and even it out. So those are my tips for you today with ShadowSense. If you're interested, I've got all the colors in stock in the regular lineup, so just message me. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye.